Hey, y'all, we on Food Stamp TV. Tune in, man.
All right, man. We got my boy Dwayne Harrison in it. Food Snap TV. 10-year NFL vet, man. 2017 Pro Bowl return specialist. 4 career return TDs. And my guy made one of the smartest plays in NFL history. You dig? What's up, my guy?
What's going on, my dude?
Shit, coolin'. Man, let's talk about the Raiders play, man. What made you even take a chance like that?
Man, shoot, sometimes you gotta be smarter than players, man.
Yeah.
And people who know me, they know like I'm an opportunist. Every time I see an opportunity, I can outsmart somebody. I'm gonna take advantage. I just happen to have an opportunity, to make a smart play. Gotta touch the ball, and me knowing the rules, me being in the game for a long time. Just knew what to do when I got the opportunity. Made the best of it, and became one of the best players in NFL history.
Man, how you even know like you can touch the ball though? Like you actually looked that up, or like how you even knew that?
Man, I think I seen that play one time. I was in Dallas, probably my second year in, and they showed that play like in a special team meeting or something. And then from then on, it was just on my radar, And then every year, when they come in and do the rules and they go over all like the rule changes with the ref, I just pay attention to the little nuances that be happening. And when I get those opportunities, I know a lot of people don't really be paying attention to the rules, but
Yeah,
the smartest guy always gonna win on the football field. I don't mean really mean got nothing to do with talent.
yeah. Nah, for real though, that was fire right there, man. John Gruden was happy. But yeah, man, tell the people, man, where you from, man?
So I'm originally from, well, I grew up in Latonia in Bruce Street, but my family from Scottdale, where I really spent most of my time at. I grew up in Scottdale, Glenwood Ave, East Side. So most of my time was spent over in that area. Did my park ball in Scottdale, Midway. So, that's where I'm from.
So how
Scottdale, Georgia.
so how was it growing up in Scottdale, man, on the east side of town, man?
Man, just like any other, suburban hood, you either playing sports or you outside, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So for me, it was just more sports than anything. I had people in my family. I come from a competitive family, so so uncles, cousins, everybody playing football, everybody playing basketball, baseball every year. So we was a tight knit family, so it just kept us out of trouble.
yeah. So that what really inspired you to play sports by your family being competitive?
Nah, I just love sports growing up. So since I was a little kid, I can throw a baseball, throw a football, catch a football, hit a baseball, shoot a basketball. Like, man, it just became my life at that point, man. I just loved it. Anytime I could play sports, I was doing it. Baseball season, football season, basketball season, all the way through high school almost. And then eventually I just stuck with football the most. And then that's what I wanted to do.
So what position they had you playing?
All my life I was a quarterback, but I started out, probably my younger days, I started out on the offensive line. Started out on the offensive line.
Yeah,
Started at tackle, moved to guard, center a little bit, fullback. And then eventually they put me at quarterback because I had a cannon of an arm.
yeah,
And then I just stuck with that.
yeah. That was up, man. So I was gonna say, man, was there any players when you was young that you looked up to?
Oh man, shoot, my favorite player all the time, probably Brett Favre. I'm a
Brett
Brett
Favre?
Favre fan, but the guy who I modeled my game after though was Michael Vick. You know, just because me and him did similar things with the football.
Yeah.
He had the arm and he could run, make people miss. So kind of modeled my play style after him. But my mindset was always Brett Favre mentality: throw it up, let my playmakers make plays.
So that was so you like that Brett Favre mentality,
Oh
like that
yeah, for sure.
gunslinger?
Gunslinger for sure.
Yeah. That was up, dog. So what about high school, man? How was your high school years, man, playing football in Atlanta?
My high school football, it was good, man. I started out at Latonia High School. Started as a ninth grader. Till Latonia till I think their first playoff game in probably about 6, 7 years or something like that as a freshman. My second year at Lithonia, it didn't go so well. Transferred out. Went to Tucker my 11th and 12th grade year, and did pretty good over there. Probably lost 2 games my whole time there. So we did pretty good.
That what's up, man. So what did you feel like what age you felt like you started separating yourself from the other athletes around you? Like when you started moving away from the pack as far as your talent?
Shoot, man, I think I always had talent. I think my talent really, I don't know if it was me pulling away from everybody. I just knew like where I was trying to go. You know what I'm saying? It was more of like my mentality was like, I don't care if somebody better than me. They just weren't going. They gonna have to work for it if they were better than me. You know, I never really was like the best of any sport. I just was just. I just knew nobody would go outwork me. Cause I'm a competitor. I hate to lose. So
Yeah,
if it comes down to it, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do.
yeah. I know what you mean. So I was saying, so what kind of focus you gotta have to because you didn't see every level of football. So when you was in high school, what was like the level of focus you had to have to make it to the college?
Man, for me, man, it was just the love for the game, man. Like for me, it wasn't getting to the next level. It was just playing at the next level for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I love the game so much. I just knew I was gonna be. I knew my talent level, but it was just getting to the next level just to go out there and just play the game I love. Have fun while I'm here, while I can do it. And and if the league come calling, if I get that opportunity, just take advantage of it.
Yeah. But what about like the social life part though? You know how everybody want to hang out, everybody want to do things or be a follower around that time, like that kind of focus.
Oh man, I was outside every day.
See, okay.
In college, I was outside. Got to the league, still outside.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. For me, man, it was just like football just came easy to me. So it wasn't really like I had to focus on it. So I took my job serious, but at the same time, I wasn't gonna let it consume me. Like I still had a social life. I still was going out clubbing, but I never let that, get interfere with like how I play on the field though. You know what I'm saying? Because I had been doing it for so long, high school, college.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm talking about like in high school when we had people making folks want to be gangsters, some folks want to be athletes, some folks, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that kind of focus.
Oh man, like shoot, everybody gonna do what they gotta do, Everybody gonna be their own person. Me, probably like I just never got into that wanting to be a gangster mentality. Like sports was what I was into. Like I had family who was into that like lifestyle, so it wasn't like something I was drawn to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did a lot of stuff, some mischief stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got in trouble, but that's just boys being boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never been to jail or nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like I've never been arrested. So it's like that never really been something I was into. And I always just had people in my corner too who always looked out for me too. So you know what I'm saying? They were like, hey, nah, bro, you the one who gonna get out. You feel me? And when you get out, you gonna bring it up with you. You feel me? Cause we gonna be there when you out, we out. You feel me? Yeah. So it was just that kind of mentality too. Like my family, they want to put me in a situation where it's like jeopardizing like my what I'm working towards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, feel that. So man, being a top player in Atlanta, man, Georgia, like what made you choose ECU? Because I mean, I know you was killing on the football field at quarterback. So how did you get to ECU?
Man, that's a crazy story too. Cause I was initially gonna go to ECU. I was going to Southern Miss because that's where my favorite quarterback was from. So I was gonna go to Southern Miss, but I think they had like a hurricane or something down. I think it might have been like Katrina or something. I think. And so when I was calling down there for signing day, nobody wasn't picking up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? All my people, all my friends signing on signing day, and I ain't want to wait.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
I ain't want to wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My first choice, North Carolina, they had signed TJ Yates, so they weren't taking no more quarterbacks. And I wasn't going to go to Boston College because they wanted more than a receiver, but I ain't more than a receiver anyway.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to, play quarterback, and East Carolina was going to let me do that. So I ended up signing with them, and my recruiter, Junior Smith, man, he was a cool guy too, man. And I told him, like, like East Carolina would have been home, you know. And I ended up signing with them, man. And it turned out great, you know what I'm saying? I ended up going up there being a quarterback and kind of worked out a little bit for everybody.
Yeah. So what made you? So how long was you at quarterback before you decided to go to wide receiver?
I played quarterback my freshman year, so it was like my red shirt freshman year. Then my freshman year, I played quarterback, and then eventually I moved to punt return, and then they moved me to wide receiver. Like I ain't never played wide receiver, so it was like one of no transition for me. That was kind of a little difficult at first because I ain't never ran no route. I ain't never played wide receiver. So everybody already had a step over me anyway. So I'm like, I'm learning this on the fly. I'm just going out here off like athletic ability.
Yeah.
Just going through this, trying to figure it out, you know. And so once I got it down pat, man, it was it for now.
For real. So yeah, it went through like a little. That was the first time you ever felt like that? Like dang, I gotta tighten up.
Yeah, it was the first time I felt like I had to learn something on the fly, like, cause I played quarterback my whole life, so I really never ran a route. Like I ain't never really tackled nobody. Like all this stuff really was stuff I learned on the go. You know what I'm saying? So when I moved to wide receiver, it was like one of them things. It's like I gotta learn this position, and now I gotta get on the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm starting all over. And everybody already got a head start above me. So it's like I gotta learn something. I gotta learn fast. And one thing about me, it was just my athletic ability kind of just gave me that extra nudge over a lot of people because I could make people miss once I get the ball in my hand.
So that really was like, would it start off like screens or just the punt return?
Yeah, just punt. I started out at punt return, but they already knew I could make people miss because I played quarterback. So like we was on scout team when I was a freshman. We used to go against the 1D, and I used to go out there and kill them folks with that option.
Yeah.
So them folks like, oh yeah, we gotta get this ball on the field at some point. So they moved me to running back at first, but I wasn't going for that. You know, that wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I wasn't built for that. I wasn't built for it. And then so they tried to move me to defensive back, and I'm like, man, I ain't tackling nobody since I was in the 8th grade. So it's like, man, I'm not built for this either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I like being on the offense. I like getting the ball in my hand and
make a play.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go from quarterback, you touch the ball every play. And you go to wide receiver, it's different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get open to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, and you gotta have the right play call, right scheme. Like
it take a lot.
Yeah, it take a lot to get the ball, you know, unless you got a quarterback who's just gonna throw it to you.
Yeah.
And I ain't never really had that.
So it really take a coach to really see the vision too, like to get you to the next level too.
Oh yeah. You gotta have somebody believe in you, you know. And I had a coach who believed in me, you know, once he figured out I could make plays.
Yeah. You going crazy. So how was it like playing with Chris Johnson?
Oh man, playing with CJ, man. Yeah. It was cool, man. But CJ was quiet in college, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, you know, he really didn't go out like that much. He was focused. You know, he used to party, I guess, at his house, but you don't really see him too much. Yeah. You know, he was big time, especially in college, especially senior year anyway. So it was like you don't really see him outside too much. But his junior year, we just kick it a little bit. And he didn't really do too much. He was outside a little bit, but not too much.
Y'all knew that boy was gonna break that record. That's how fast y'all knew that already.
But I knew that dude. But the first time I seen him run, bro, like it was at practice one day, and we throw a little sweep, toss sweep to the right, and he come around the corner. Guy got the edge on him. I'm like, oh, he about to get caught, man. When I tell you, the boy kicked that thing to an extra gear. I ain't never seen nobody. My brother fast, so I don't seen a lot of fast people, but. Nah, he was just in a different. He was in another league of his own with the speed. When it comes to speed,
for real, that man hit that man on fire.
And then when everybody realized that you just get the ball to him and let him outrun everybody, it was a wrap.
Man, that was fire though, man. So I would say, man. So getting drafted the 6th round, 176 pick in the 2011 draft. How did it feel hearing your name get called up to the big league?
Man, it was good. Man, I was sitting at home with my family. We had a little cookout. You know, and Jerry called me. I was in the kitchen, fixing me a little plate. You know, Jerry called me and told me we're going to take it with the next pick. You know what I'm saying? Going to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know, iconic, you know, organization. You know, and you see a name fly across the screen, man, it's like a dream come true. No matter what pick it is, you just seeing your name get called. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? During draft day is magical, man. It's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I got to celebrate it with my family, so that was cool too. That was a special moment.
yeah. Everybody was proud of you, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I got a whole city behind me, man. So when it happened, it was like everybody was just, excited for me. Everybody was just like, "Yo, you did it for the hood. You did it for the city." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it felt good.
that was up, dog. Hey, that's fine though, man. You got Jerry Jones on your bucket list as far as you know. Was Jerry Jones cool though? Was he a
Yeah,
cool
Jerry
dude?
Jones was cool, man. He was a good he was a good guy. I met him a few times. He's always been a cool dude. And I ain't really got nothing bad to say about Jerry. But he was a good dude. The couple times I had interactions with him.
Yeah, I already know but so was it pressure? Was it pressure? Like once you got in the league, like was you nervous once your first year in the league?
Man, super nervous because you know what I'm saying. Like I came in with a league where we ain't had no training count, no OTAs. You know what I'm
Why? What
saying?
happened?
No mini count because a lockout year.
Oh,
So we went. So when they got through with the lockout, we went straight into training camp. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So we go straight into training camp, not even knowing what to expect. You know what I'm saying? We go straight into it
yeah.
and game. And then we got a game 4 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
like it was just so much. It was just fast paced. You know what I'm saying? So that first year was crazy. And of course, you don't know what to expect. So they just throw you in there with a whole bunch of guys with so much talent. And it's like, you gotta outbeat these guys for a job.
Yeah,
Cause ain't nobody job safe. So you gotta go in there and compete for a spot. And you got all these people around you, and you like, man, you start questioning your talent, start questioning if you can do this. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
most of the time you just gotta have that mentality like, but I'm here now. Like I just gotta do what I gotta do.
yeah. So did they know you was gonna be? Did you have to fight for the return position? Like was in a bad?
Shoot, well, I think just me being able to do a lot of stuff kind of helped me out too. Playing a returner, kick returner, playing receiver, and also had a little quarterback background. I think that kind of helped me with a little nudge over a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? My rookie year, but
What as far as your IQ wise?
nah,
Or
just me being just an athlete, and I could do a lot of stuff.
yeah,
And and just the coaches like, hey, once they see, like, you know what I'm saying, you go out there and do what you got to do. Like my first NFL game in the preseason, man, I had 140 some yards, 2 tugs.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like with 7, 8 catches or something like that, six,
yeah.
7 catches, something like that. So my first game, we were like, oh yeah,
You kind of
you
made a
know what I'm
statement.
saying? Like yeah, like
Yeah,
he can play. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I just had to build on that. So once I got that look and that confidence and got them confident in me, like, oh yeah, he can do this. You know what I'm saying? It was just that little build up that just got me that nudge. Like, yeah, nah, he can go out there and play. We just gotta find a way to get him the ball, find a
yeah.
way to get him some confidence, get him in the game on the field. So, I just built off that. So after that, going into my rookie year, I got cut. So when I got cut, that was when I was like, sure, I gotta find a way to get on the field where they can't take me off, where they can't afford to lose me.
Yeah.
And then I started playing special teams.
They
Then
cut you after that. You had that good game.
they cut me like the fourth game of the season because I had made the roster. Then they cut me the fourth game of the season, and I came back somewhere toward the end of the season, and then I had a couple. I was just doing kick return then and playing a little bit of receiver, but my second year, when I got cut, I just told them I said, no, I gotta find a way to get on the field where they can't cut me at all. Where they are like, all right, we can't afford to lose him. He do too much stuff for us. And that when I started playing, that's when I started doing covering kicks. Started covering kicks, started doing punt return, kick return. Then I was playing receiver. And then in my third year when Rich came in, I started doing gunner work, running down on punts
Yeah.
and covering punts. And then after that, man, it was just a route. I was like, I became the best at that. I said, once you the best at it, can't do nothing but respect
Yeah.
it.
Man, so how I be feeling like to know you got the talent to be a starting wide receiver in the league, but you got to play your role.
Yeah, that's just how it is. It's a business, man. When you're getting paid a lot of money, they want you to play. You know what I'm saying? I knew at some point it was a lot of times in my career where I was like I should have been on the field or at least getting some playing time. You know what I'm saying? But you, it's a business, man. You can't. You just gotta go out there and do what you gotta do. Once you realize,
Yeah.
it ain't all fun and games. Sometimes a business, and you realize that, and you just play your role, man. You collect checks at that point.
Man, I remember I used to be watching the game, and you'll get in. I say, man, they finna run the ball, man. Wayne in the game, man. Because he be blocking real good. I was like, they're throwing the ball. I just know they finna run the ball, man. But nah, man, you had played with some big time players though, man, like Odell and New York and stuff. Like, how was y'all chemistry and stuff being in New York with like that lifestyle in New York? It's like a lot of bright lights and stuff, a lot of focus on y'all. And that's actually your second organization where it was a whole bunch of lights, like a big time organization.
Yeah, New York, man, that's a big city, man. The market there is crazy too, man. Playing with OB, man, that dude, man, he one of the most passionate guys I ever seen play the game. Him, Dez. Like I've been around some guys who love the game, so you know what I'm saying. And me personally, me loving the game. And you see that, man, that kind of like put that spark in you. It's always good to have a guy like that around. And he, you know what I'm saying, he don't always take everything serious either. He have fun playing the game too. So, playing with guys like that, man, you can't help but to love that. I'm blessed to have a career with guys like that as my teammates, you know what I'm saying? So, I enjoy playing with Obi, good guy, great teammate, even better teammate, you know what I'm saying? Great guy, so yeah, that's my dude.
So your wide receiver rooms was pretty good.
Oh yeah, man. I always had great wide receiver room. Dallas had a smooth wide receiver room. Me, Daz, Cole Beasley, T Dub, so we had a crazy what Jamar was there at one point. So and then go to New York, Victor Cruz. You had Ruben Randall,
Oh yeah.
Odell, so we had some crazy like wide receiver rooms, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I go to Oakland. That was a crazy one too. Jordy,
Jordy. Oh yeah. Jacob, yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
so you let's talk about Mr. CTE, man. So how was he though? Really though, the real Tony Brown, like
Man, my boy, he a fool, man. He exactly how he is in real life. How he be on regular. That's how he is in real life when you see him. That's exactly how he be.
yeah,
He don't change up for nobody. He like that, but he cool dude, good guy, man. Solid dude, but like I said, man, he passionate about the game too. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
he one of them dudes like that. I always had somebody who was just super passionate about the game on my team as a wide receiver. And he was one of them dudes, got one of them guys.
yeah.
So I got to play with Jordy. So I got to play with some good wide receiver room. So it was like I said, I had a blessed career to be around some good guys, throughout my career. So
You ever had a real position battle at the return spot in your career? Like
no, I don't think nobody. See, I'm a different returner. Like I'm kind of like my boy my boy Pat, man. I'm like Pat, kind of like we don't feel catch too much. You know what I'm saying? We'll
yeah,
risk. We're gonna take risks, but we know what we can do. So once we get that opportunity, you know what I'm saying, get a little space, I know what I'm gonna do with it. So I don't think that I had battles at the return spot, because everybody different as their return game.
yeah,
But I just know that I was elite at it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I just knew how to do that.
yeah. So the coaches, so the coach was rocking with you being real risky and stuff like, cause like you said, you basically described like a kind of like a risky returner, like you
Oh
ain't like
yeah,
you ain't fair catching,
yeah. I ain't doing too much figure. Like I don't like once you get that understanding with your special team coach, and you get that kind of like I guess uh like that confidence with the guys who are up front blocking for you. You know what I'm saying? Once they know that you got that confidence in yourself back there, and you like, boy, Dwayne we just need to give him a little space. He gonna do the rest. And when you got guys like that, man, and they know what's going on, it's easy for you. You know what I'm saying? It's an easier job. So when everybody got that confidence and that little trust with each other, it works better.
Yeah. So man, you know, I gotta do it for the upcoming athletes too, man. I gotta ask you this though. Man, you can explain the food stamp TV, man, the importance of being coachable. Cause
Yeah,
folks,
man.
man, they
Hey,
get NIL money now, so
man, hey, sometimes you gotta take coaching. It's just what it is, You ain't gonna know everything, But even if you do know everything, sometimes you can just listen to some little nuances and take that and put it in your game. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You gotta take everything as a coach and a lesson. Like you never know what somebody tells you might help you in the long run. You feel me?
yeah. But man, how you felt like when you finally got on? What made you like hang it up though? Like what made you step away from the game?
Man, injuries, injuries, man. I was getting injured too much. So I was back-to-back injuries, 3 years in a row. So it was time for me to hang it up. I ain't got no kids, so I want to be able to play with them. You feel me? If I have some,
Yeah.
you feel me? So that was probably like the biggest reason. I thought about coming back for another season, but man, I had been away from the game for so long. Man, it was just time for me to hang it up. I got used to sleeping in.
Yeah.
It was over with.
Yeah, you create a lifestyle. That's what's up. So, man, how life after football have been for you?
Oh man, life after football been great, man. Like I said, I've been sleeping in, traveling, what I'm saying, getting to spend time with family now, man. So it's been great. I can't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? So living the best life ever now.
So now, I mean, what you gotta do, like just making like a lot of business moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, just making a lot of business moves, man. Getting in the room with the right people, so you keep that generational wealth going. You know what I'm saying? Get this money. Everybody know the plan. You just got to execute.
Yeah, right, man. But man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you hollering at your boy, man.
Man, you already know.
This ain't gonna be the first time you on the show, man. So
hey, man, I appreciate Food Stamp TV for having me on, my guy.
you ain't never. You gotta give us a story about food stamps, man.
Oh man, where y'all want to start at, man?
Let them know.
My mama been had on food stamps. I think my mama still getting on food stamps. What you saying? Like, wait, I remember they had the paper food stamps, but boy, you had the books. You had to rip them out.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that when before that money started becoming real money on.
Yeah.
You had no food stamps. You was on top of it. Even now, now they got it like it's a debit card. It's EBT.
Yeah.
You swiping your shit.
Yeah, he swiping now.
So,
Real, they selling them and everything.
I got some. So holler at me. I need some of them.
Oh God. Food Stamp TV. All right, we good. Yes, sir. That boy finna turn that shit up. I need some more.